Buenas a todos, soy de los rateros, bienvenidos a mi canal. Estamos en The Other Worlds, capítulo 12, y vamos a continuar ayudando a la ingeniera. Que tenemos que ir a la planta de abajo. Por aquí. Por aquí. ¿Qué es esto? Esto para allá, vamos para abajo. Y hay una pequeña plaga.
Controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radiator. You don't need to kill the caterpillars, but I'd be mighty grateful if you did. I've got this thing about giant insects.
Venga. Hay que beber agua, que estoy deshidratadísimo.
Good news? Phone tells you the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
Unexpected noise identified.
Me ha pedido que pase en sigilo, ¿no?
Security patrol initiated. Sweeping. Resetting actions.
Poquito a poco. A ver.
Processing. Searching for unauthorized persons. System.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, look for a command that says cycle droplet pumps.
Vale.
Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there.
Thanks,
Groundbreaker owes you
Inga.
thanks.
System beginning. Don't invest.
Soy un ninja. ¿No me veis? Perfecto, todo lo copiado en el código. Ah, soy especialista ahí. Bueno, sencillísimo. Sencillísimo.
This is Halcyon News.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive.
Perfecto.
If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
¿Cómo se estará el mando?
Frustrating. Everything down to the circuit boards is past warranty, so I have the pleasure of making life or death decisions on a shoestring budget. Plus, there's no time to train my successor or document fixes in a way that anyone outside the family would understand. You see any bite-sized Tennyson children running around? I didn't think so. The next captain won't have my heritage. I'll have to foster that talent from somewhere. It's only a question of when.
Vale.
Sure is. The Tennysons came over on the Groundbreaker. My grandmother, Chief Gaying, kept it together during the crossing and until she died. I was promoted only recently, when my mom died. Then I took the leap from Chief Engineer to Captain.
Anda.
It was different knowing that I couldn't turn to anyone who could answer the tough questions for me. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. This ship is
Vale.
family. It's got tinkerings and bypasses that only Tennysons know about.
¿Dónde está el mecanismo de autodestrucción?
You've got my attention. You're right, I don't.
Vale.
The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong. I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard-ass. It'd be a joy if I could kick out the corporate merchants and reclaim the docking fees in my lifetime. Too
Vale.
much of Groundbreaker's income is flowing in the wrong direction. I'd like to see that change.
Vale.
I like to think of myself as a nice person, but if that gaudy embassy of his was on fire, I might hold my breath a moment before activating the sprinkler system. The board wants control over Groundbreaker, and leeches like Udom Bedford will do anything to please their corporate masters. You've got my attention.
Pues creo que ya está. Vale. Vamos a meternos. Una distancia. Cuerpo a cuerpo no estoy luchando. Un poquito de defensa. Un par de puntos de diálogo. Un par de puntos de sigilo. Un par de puntos de tecnología. Un puntito de liderazgo. Venga. Y vamos subiendo un poco todo. Y vamos desbloqueando el códice a reventar, ¿no? Registros, aspectos, básicos, exploración, botín, armas y armaduras, talentos y reputación, combate, sigilo. Vale, era eso.
Hey, you the one who fixed
This
those
is
radiators?
Halcyon News.
Nice work.
We
You
interrupt
really
your
saved our
regularly
buns.
scheduled
Whenever you're free,
advertisement for the
let's have a
following
chat.
story. Do you have what?
You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time.
Vale.
Well, yeah. The comm center routes all messages within, to, and from the groundbreaker. We also switchboard most of the message traffic throughout the Halcyon system. Of course, we're about to go dead, so I may be reappropriated to Architect Knows Where doing Law Knows What soon enough.
¿Por qué estáis a punto?
Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station. We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance.
Vale.
Well, we wouldn't be utterly and completely blacked out, but we'd lose the majority of our comm traffic
Vale.
for sure. Ships and colonies on Terra 2 need a clear line from their communications towers to the groundbreaker for the transmissions to make it through. If it's not clear, they transmit to the closest relay station, which stores the message, then passes it along when our orbits align.
Vale.
That they can and they do, but only between ships owned by the same corporation. No corp will authorize sending messages through a ship owned by a rival.
Tiene sentido.
And no corp will relay messages for the Wildcat freighters, not without charging them more than they'll make in a single haul anyway. That's why we're the message hub. The groundbreaker's neither corporate owned nor board controlled. Our comms are neutral.
Vale.
The others won't be in orbital range during the occlusion event. Isn't it some law of the universe? The relay I gotta rely on is, of course, the one on the Fritz.
Ahora te consigo unos rotos.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief. I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my
Perfecto.
approval in time. Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh?
Vale.
It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through.
Perfecto. Me voy. Ajá. A ver, me dice que vayamos a hablar otra vez con Gladys. Vamos a dejar la exploración para otro día.
CNP near maple syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
No, esto es el médico.
This is Halcyon News.
It's almost time for today's episode of The Chairman's Children. Care to listen with me?
Nope.
Yes, dearie? Take that darling ship of yours down to Roseway, where that distress signal I told you about came from, and ferret out some tasty corporate secrets for old
Vale.
Gladys. Shouldn't be too tough for a fella like you, I'd think.
Vale.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
¿Y por qué me envía aquí? ¿Qué misión tenemos marcada? Ah. Vale. Misión secundaria. Vale, si hago esta desbloquearé el bicho ese. Vale. Bueno, pues parece que nos toca volver a... ¿Cuánto dinero tengo? 5.000.
Rizzo's purpleberry
Sí.
flower candy shell around a sweet purpleberry flavored center. Suck it, chew it.
Vamos allá, vamos a guardar todo. Venga. Y necesitamos dormir. Estamos algo cansados. Así que vámonos a sobar.
I believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Venga, vamos a guardar las cositas, dormimos un poquito. A ver, armas. 71, 71, este está nuevo. Vamos a cambiarlo. Fusil de chispa de Iron. No lo vamos a guardar aquí. Todo esto es basura. Armaduras. Estas provisiones especiales las vamos a guardar. Todo esto también lo vamos a guardar. Perfecto. Venga. Que se me ha olvidado. Todo esto lo vamos a destruir. Vamos rápidamente. Campo de trabajo. Desmontar. Reparar, a ver. Vale, esto ya requiere reparación. Esto está bien. Los voy a reparar. Me gusta tenerlos en buen estado. Todo reparado. Y tastear. Son 100 y hará más daño. Vale, lo subimos de nivel. Vale, bien. Pues sí, lo voy a subir. Voy a subir un poco de nivel. Y vamos a dormir 8 horitas. Tenemos algo de hambre y algo de sed. Así que vamos a comernos esto y esto. Perfecto. Bien. Hay que irse a otro lado. Vale. Cancelar. Y a la estación esta podemos ir, ¿no? No podemos ir, no podemos ir, no podemos ir, no podemos... Vale, pues... vamos a esta estación a ver qué tal está. llega. No, un momentito. Vamos allá. Vamos a ver qué tal está la estación esta. Un nuevo sitio. Y nos vamos con todos. Nos vamos con todos. Vamos allá. Vamos allá.
Who's living in a relay station all the way out here?
Captain, this place is supposed to be empty, yeah? 'Cause I got the queerest feeling.
Hay robots. Mapa. Vamos a echar un vistazo al mapa. El objetivo está aquí, está puesta, está trancada. Por aquí hay como un sitio para abajo. Vale. Me da palo leerlo. Atrancada también. Esta la puedo forzar. Pero es un almacén. Voy a esperarme. Vale, a ver si... Vale, ya lo habéis saltado vosotros también, ¿eh? Perfecto. Vamos allá. ¡Epa! ¡Que explotan! ¡Que explotan! Comida, a saquear comida. Sí, señor. Salatún. Que de Salatún lleva nada. Una armadura nueva. 16. Me mola. Pues el consejo se va a quedar. estamos. Vale, se acabó. Se acabó el episodio. Ay. Vamos, vamos, vamos.
Gosh. He's dead, ain't he?
Yeah, he's long gone.
Vale. Vale. Vale, bloqueado. Listo. Nos vamos. Hemos conseguido lo que necesitábamos, así que nos vamos a ir.
Please, would you kindly inform the crew that long chats with Ada are not required every time the captain leaves the ship?
Se lo dije a mi compañero. Pues bien, llegamos a la pionera de
Destination
nuevo
reached. The groundbreaker.
y iremos a hablar con la ingeniera, pero lo haremos en el siguiente episodio. Así que ahora sí, sin más dilación, gracias por ver este vídeo, suscribiros si queréis, compartirlo. Nos vemos en el siguiente vídeo. Chao.